Okay, so this chapter of Black Clover, right? We find out a bit more about Noct, and I know I'm mispronouncing his name. I think it's better than me calling him Nact, though. But anyway, we find out a bit more about Noct and the fact that how many devils does this guy have? So I really want to jump in to talk about that from the start of this video, I think. So we see him obviously coming into the chapter, and the captains are like, okay, who are you? Like, they're battle mode. That's their mindset straight off the bat. And then immediately like four monsters of like these four dark creatures basically appear behind like Fuegoleon. Who else? I feel like Charlotte as well. I may be wrong. Um, and yeah, like and the other captains, right? And then and then everyone's just like, wait, what's going on? And they look like at first I was like, okay, this looks like something out of Studio Ghibli. With like the masks and like the animal masks, but you do see the devil horns, right? So at first I was thinking, okay, is this some shadow magic kind of stuff, or like who even knows? But no, it's devil host. Even Asta's just like, wait, there's more? Now, this begs the question, is he possessed by like multiple devils? If so, I didn't think that was possible. Like we've never seen something like that yet in the Black Clover um universe. So that's interesting. Or maybe it's still just one devil, which is what's his Gimodo or something like that. He's the one that we saw on his shoulder, right? And maybe that's like he can just create more, he can call out others or stuff like that. I don't know. Either way, he seems to control them. Like it's under his control because he was just like, okay, like that's enough now, or that kind of stuff. I was like, go away, basically. So we do know that Noct is extremely strong. And something is interesting. I'm forgetting his name. I think it's Jack the Ripper, right? So Jack basically looks, notices him, like remembers him basically. And he's just like, wait, haven't I seen you from like from the Azure Deer squad? And that's obviously what Yami was a part of, obviously before he was captain of the Black Bulls, right? So we see a panel of Yami and Noct as when they were both younger, like when they were much younger. And then it just got me thinking, I'm thinking, okay, like how well do they know each other in regards to like, I'm really intrigued on the relationship between Yami and Noct. Pardon me. Now, Julius already knows who he was. He just didn't know that he had devil powers. Now, it seems like he recently got this. Now, I'm thinking, this is just my theory, but I'm thinking maybe it's a thing where he got captured and he got experimented on within the Spade Kingdom, or as he was a spy, they offered or something like that. Either way, the point is he's become like a different man, basically, coming back from the Spade Kingdom. They must have done something to him because he has a lot of hatred for them as well. So yeah, I'm intrigued to get some backstory in his character. We'll probably find out soon. But we basically find out the story of this next arc, right? What's happening in the assault on Spade Kingdom, the trio of Clipfoth. Clipfoth. I'm just gonna call it that. The trio of Clipfoth. So what's happening with this tree? Obviously, for them, for the Spade Kingdom, Darktribe, they want to open the underworld. They want to release demons out into this world. So it takes a week. I think 7 days, I believe it was. And each level ascends, right? Because like you're ascending into hell, basically. And obviously they're using William and Yami to activate this, and we find out from this chapter actually that Yami and William will not survive from this procedure. So by the end of the gates, when it closes and Lucifero comes out, they're not gonna survive. So that is obviously like, whoa. We find out with Nux that the plan is to actually capture them within 3 days. So before this tree opens, before the dimension opens, because if Lucifero, if he comes out, he's the lowest level. Lucifer is obviously like from the word Lucifer, right? Like he's the king of demons, basically. He's the strongest demon there is. So if Lucifero comes out, it's a wrap. Like you can't do anything. And because there's 7 levels, there's 10 devils. So obviously, like every level as you descend, the stronger the devil. And we find out from this chapter, interestingly enough, that the top levels are equal to the power of Darktribe, which is true somewhat. But obviously, Dante, his devil is Lucifero, so obviously, it doesn't really relate to him. But it is intriguing because Yami and Asta basically took out Dante, and Lucifer was the strongest demon. That was only 80%, but I mean, 20% isn't that much of a difference. Like, okay, if it was more like they could only activate 30% of demon power in the human world, and Yami and Asta defeated Dante, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, it's only 30%. But like, when Dante would come out with 100%, like, he's winning it, it's a wrap. But no! Like, Dante was using 80% of his power, and he got, not like he still got taken out, like, it wasn't an easy W. Like, it barely was. But he still lost. So, me just thinking, okay, cool, if you can use 20% more, like, obviously it would make you, like, more, like, exponentially stronger, but, still just 20%. So, I'm really like, okay, fair enough. But yeah, no, their plan basically is to obviously use Asta. Asta is the anti-magic, like he is the counter attack. He is basically the counter for all of this. So they're gonna use him. They're gonna make a team. Obviously, Yuno's probably gonna be in it. I don't know if all the captains are gonna be in it because I'm not sure how big this squad's gonna be. But Yuno's obviously gonna be in it. Most of the Black Bulls. What else? Like the captains. I'm hoping Julius comes in, like he has to. He's the magic, like he has to. Also, I really want Julius to be an adult right like now. Like hopefully the guy like just grow up, kind of. Not that way, but you know what I mean. So hopefully he comes in. But 3 days Asta has to train. Now, unless Black Clover, unless the Black Bulls, or unless Julius has a secret hyperbolic time chamber, 3 days is pretty short. So I'm really intrigued to see how Tabata Sensei is gonna go down through this, like gonna go through this path, how he's gonna play this out, right? Is it gonna be like a thing where 3 days we train 24/7, or 3 days we worked on honing this? I'm really intrigued. Or is it gonna be a thing where they use some magic to make the 3 days like a month? Or, I'm not really sure. Either way, they have 3 days. So this obviously shows like we're gonna like this assault on Spade Kingdom. It's gonna be happening in the next couple of chapters. So whatever's gonna go down, like, it's not going to be a month's time. That's what Tabata was basically telling us from this chapter, which I'm really intrigued for. Like, I'm excited. Black Clover's been pretty hyped so far. The fights between Dante, Yami, scene, all of that kind of stuff. But I'm really intrigued to find out more about Noct, how he got his demon powers. Noct. If anyone's German, like, please. But I should actually Google how to pronounce his name. I'll get it done. I'll get it ready for the next video. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comments below what you thought about this chapter. How do you think the next 3 days, like how do you think that's gonna go down? We've got 3 days of training. Obviously gonna be with Noct, and he's gonna probably, I don't know, Asta's gonna find out more about his demon, be able to communicate with him better. It's gonna be pretty cool to see. So that's enough for me, guys. And subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Peace out. Goodbye.